Namaskar, I am Trudeau Sharma and you are watching Ritam. After the recent wave of violent incidents against Indians and also the Hindu temples in Canada, the Hindu Sikh Global Forum held a significant protest outside the Canadian High Commission in New Delhi, voicing outrage over these recent violent attacks. These attacks, attributed to Sikh separatists and extremists, have deeply shaken the Hindu community, raising questions about the Canadian government's ability and willingness to control extreme activities. The protest demanded immediate action from Canadian authorities to ensure the safety of Hindu Canadians and halt the escalation of targeted violence. The impulsion for the protest stems from a series of disturbing incidents where Hindus, including Indian Hindus and Canadian Hindus, were targeted by these extremists. But the tension escalated in September when several Hindu temples in Toronto reported vandalism and graffiti with hateful messages that targeted Hindu faith and promoted separatist slogans associated with khalistan. And in Surrey, a similar incident folded at the Lakshmi Narayan temple where a group of Sikh extremists gathered, amplifying their hateful rhetoric with loudspeakers. Chanting slogans against India and Hindus, they allegedly taunted Hindu devotees, attempting to provoke physical altercations. In response, Hindu attendees voiced chants of Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. These are just a pinch of violent incidents. In March earlier this year, during a Nagar Kirtan rally in Toronto, the separatist group operating in Canada, Sikhs for Justice, used derogatory depiction of PM Modi, following which India raised strong concerns regarding the violent imagery used. And in the recent violent disruption at Hindu Sabha Temple in Brampton, Ontario, a group of about 30 to 35 Sikh extremists displayed offensive slogans targeting India and Hindu devotees, eventually escalating to verbal and physical assaults on attendees, including women and children. Amid these tensions, Tariq Kiani, an alleged operative for Pakistan's ISI, recently released a 30-minute video defending the extremists, claiming the violence was instigated by Hindus, suggesting that Sikhs were merely protesting peacefully, with Hindus responsible for initiating the skirmishes. This narrative aligns with the statements from Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, a prominent Sikh separatist figure who has often sought to deflect blame for escalating tensions onto the Hindu community. India has strongly condemned these incidents, reiterating its disappointment in Canadian authorities handling over the situation. Officials in New Delhi have called for greater security for Hindu Canadians and the Indians living there, urging the Trudeau administration to ensure protection for the community and adopt a fair approach in addressing extremist activities. Justin Trudeau's government has been criticized for what some see as a vote bank and politically motivated leniency towards Sikh separatists who are increasingly emboldened to incite violence without significant repercussions. These attacks have created such an extreme environment that even innocent Sikhs and the Sikhs against these extremists are also becoming a target of hatred and violence. The attack of action has strained India-Canada relations, with the Hindu community in Canada now organizing to counter what they see as a targeted campaign against them. They, alongside the Indian government, are demanding concrete measures to counter extremism and protect the safety and rights of Hindu and Sikh Canadians. The Hindu Sikh Global Forum's recent protest in New Delhi underscores a growing call for accountability from Canadian authorities and the urgent need for a clear stance against extremism that threatens to destabilize community and strain bilateral ties.